They should give me immediately back everything that they've taken from me, because it's mine. It's mine.
Why didn't you say something?
Alicia, I mean, John's always been a little weird.
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing.
He said he was doing code breaking, that it was eyes only.
Donald Trump's very, very large brain.
Lately, he'd become so much more agitated.
I did everything right, and they indicted me. These boxes were containing all types of personal belongings. I had every right to have these documents.
Bing, bong, bing.
Donald Trump and his, quote, beautiful mind material, as referred to by former White House aides, who tell the New York Times he was unusually attached to those boxes.
He loved those boxes.
And their contents.
He was drawn, just sort of in a weird way.
Throughout his presidency.
To those boxes.
And even after leaving office.
They called them the beautiful mind box.
Wow. That's
it's like
a lot.
Combination of John Nash and Dustin Hoffman and Rain Man. There's like a little bit of that kind of.
There's no Rain Man there.
There's a little bit of my boxes. Time
but
for
why?
Wapner. Time for Wapner.
But why? Why does he cling to his boxes and
it's an existential question for our age.
Now going to jail when you could have just given the boxes back? You were given many opportunities. The DOJ reached out and said, can we please have them back? The National Archives, please, can we have it back? And then your lawyer says, we really, really need to give these back. We could, get a settlement here. And you say, no, I need my boxes?
Well, actually, we talked about this, and at first, a lot of people were saying, oh, well, he's just unusually attached to it. John Heilman, I had some people that have worked with him saying, he just doesn't keep stuff for no reason.
Yeah,
he kept it either for money, or he kept it so he could have power over America, or so he could trade on that information. We're not saying money for whatever, but access ends on future deals for information. I mean, there are a lot of people in a lot of countries that would love to have the information that Donald Trump stole from the White House.
I'll say that I've had a lifelong attachment to my stash boxes, but that's a different kind of.
Thank you for bringing that up.
That's a different situation. But here's the thing: I think I saw you guys
tobacco.
That's correct. I get them from my tobacconist.
Yeah.
I think you guys I heard this debate earlier on the show. And I'm always reject the false binary. Is Trump a weirdo, or is he trying to monetize the secrets? It could be both.
He's a weirdo.
It's not an either or. He's got some OCD tendencies, and he also is a guy who's really interested in money. And the thing, if you read all these biographies of him, the Haberman biography, other things, it's that thing of he's not really. Often doesn't have a long-term plan. He's not like, he's thinking about, well, how am I going to sell it? What am I going to do? Here's how I'm going to engineer it. He's just like, this could be valuable to me later. I could make some money from this, or I could trade this for, as you said, it's just like, here's a thing that at some point might come in handy. Yes. And it doesn't matter whether it's against the law for him to have it, or it's inappropriate, or it's unethical. He's just like, it's mine now, and I'm going to hold on to it for dear life, because at some point, I might be able to use it.
Thank you, Professor.
A federal judge has set a date for writer E. Jean Carroll's second defamation trial against former President Donald Trump. A jury is now scheduled to hear Carroll's amended complaint in January of 2024, where Carroll is seeking new damages of at least $10 million. This follows remarks made by former president during a televised town hall last month. Carroll's team alleges Trump, quote, doubled down on his prior defamatory statements during the event. Carroll's second defamation trial against Trump is now set to fall just before the first presidential primaries and is one in a series of upcoming trials against the former president.
Well,
and this one, another one in which he opens his mouth and walks into a lawsuit. I mean, he did that on purpose because he wants to be sued?
Another one where he really doesn't seem to have any defense. And he keeps hurting himself in these speeches. If he would just talk to a lawyer like Elise Jordan, she would say, stop.
I could be on Trump's legal defense team these days.
You could.
You'd be better than most.
The question
but the admissions just pour out of his mouth.
And the question we'll be debating for the next couple months, and for a long time, maybe to next November, is how will this translate, all of this stuff, translate to voting behavior? I don't know if you can explain right and wrong to supporters who are just mesmerized by, a personality cult. I think you talked about it in 2008 when Barack Obama was elected that morning. You said, we're going to find out whether we grew as a country or whether this was just a cult of personality, obsession with one particular person. And, we saw the answer to that in 2016, and there was a cult then, and
it's a cult now.
He's not going to lose his supporters over whether it's right or wrong.
Right. Former Special Assistant to President Biden, Michael LaRosa, thank you very much. And
thank you,
coming
Michael.
up on Morning Joe, Andrew Ross Sorkin will break down the latest on the Department of Justice's investigation into the controversial merger between the PGA Tour and Live Golf.
Break.
We'll be right back.
Look at my African-American over here. Look at him. The farmers have stuck with me.
I authorized my military.
Kevin McCarthy. Where's Kevin? There's my Kevin. My generals and my military. Steve, where's my Steve? The bravest guy in the room, Steve Scalise. They should give me immediately back everything that they've taken from me because it's mine. It's mine.
It's mine, you understand? Mine!